And welcome back to the Fumblebrewski.
Bam.
A quiet
Dark
pop
stout.
this time, but a pop nonetheless. I see you got that Guinness. But let me guess. Extra stout.
Extra stout. You know the vibes,
You
Spence.
know it. You know what else is the vibes? Week 1. That was crazy. I'll tell you what, it was a crazy week 1. Lots to talk about. That was a pretty decent pour right there. I think we're ready to jump right into it. How was your week 1, Fernando? How was your weekend?
Weekend was fun going to the Dolphins game, watching us kick the Patriots ass 20-7. Bada beam, bada blam. Mac Jones is Tua's son. Once again, Tua became the first quarterback to be 4-0 against Bill Belichick. What a stat. Aside from that, though, a terrible, as I've picked my bets wrong, my picks wrong. My fantasy teams won because we're savages, 4-1 in fantasy.
So did mine.
But, besides that, besides fantasy, the Dolphins game, football was very weird this weekend. A lot of interceptions, turnovers, sloppy play all around the league, honestly.
And emotionally, I'm all over the place too because you're right. I had a pretty good fantasy day. I won 3 out of my 4 leagues. Pretty good fantasy day.
Okay, Spencer.
In our league, I had a pretty good start. I was the second highest scorer of the week, I believe. Pretty good
start. How much you score?
I scored like 150, bro.
Okay, I scored 135. I'll take it.
Good start. Yeah, pretty good start. And the Dolphins won. They looked great. I'm very excited about that. We'll maybe get into that a little bit. But you're right. A lot of my bets lost. House on the house lost. In my survivor pool, I lost because of the Colts. What is going on? The NFL week 1 was very weird. And, so we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk who's balling, who's falling. I'm going to get us started. Here. We're going to start off on a positive note of week 1. And we're probably going to talk a lot about this division today. But if we're talking who's balling, not only Patrick Mahomes, but the Chiefs in general. Because I'll tell you what, and I kind of fell into the trap too. But people were low-key giving the Chiefs crap this offseason. They're like, you lost Tyreek Hill. They're not going to be as good. Nobody was everyone's like, Josh Allen's the best. The Chargers are going to win the AFC. No one's really talking about the Chiefs except for them getting worse. And they just came out and absolutely went nuts. Patrick Mahomes
44 points or something?
I'll throw to everybody else on the team. Everybody gets a catch. Everybody scores a touchdown. We're still here. I'm still the guy.
Yeah, and he answered the question immediately whether he's going to be fine without Tyreek Hill. Bam, Wakata. He's good. Nobody worries about him.
Yeah.
I was not one of the Dolphins fans worried about him. I knew Patty Mahomes is still going to Mahomes, and he's still a baller left and right. Travis Kelce connection is still there, and he used a variety of receivers to get the job done because that's what Patrick is.
9 different receivers.
Share the wealth, bro. Screw your fantasy teams. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't care about that. He's a baller, bro, and he's gonna ball, and that's what he does. That's why he's one of, if not the best quarterback in the NFL. Still, any question of that, washed away.
I never doubted Mahomes. It's one of those things. I never doubted Mahomes. I know he's fantastic. Love him. Think he's
of course not,
best,
bro.
But he's got that. Whatever you need, he's got that. Always knew that. I did think the Chiefs might have a little setback. Not even setback. I didn't think they were going to be bad, but I didn't think maybe they were going to be quite as powerful. And they can't. Questions answered. Yeah, they're still the team.
100%, man. So you did steal my. You did steal my balling. I was gonna go on the Chiefs train, but hey, we slobbered them up enough already. So I'll go for a different baller. My man, the Jetta, the King, the man who's gonna be the number 1 receiver in the NFL. Justin Jefferson is balling. 9-11. Wow, on 9-11 he had 9 catches for 11 receptions. 184 yards, 2 touchdowns.
9 catches for 11 receptions.
9 catches, 11 targets. My bad, bro. We didn't work in. We didn't. The numbers started confusing me. Okay, Spencer, we worked this on the fly because you stole mine. Because my backup, besides Justin Jefferson, who's going to be, he said he's going to be the number 1 receiver in the NFL. I think he's going to be the number 1 receiver in the NFL. He's on my dynasty team. He's on half my fantasy teams. This guy is a baller. Kirk Cousins hit it running. The Vikings we're the only other efficient team in the NFL. You know, even Dalvin Cook had like 90-something yards, a touchdown, 18 receptions, 18 receiving yards. He looked nice, you know.
I kind of amended my balling, but it wasn't just going to be Patrick Mahomes, but it was going to be like low key. This isn't usually the case, but I enjoyed like a lot of the stars that are supposed to be like the stars balled out in week 1, and it was pretty fun to watch. Like just good football players play good football. Yeah, Justin Jefferson, like. He just went out there and was like, yeah, I'm the best. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to stop me.
He backed it up.
I will catch wherever it is. Tyreek Hill
tore Jair Alexander up.
Tyreek Hill was just as fast and explosive as he always was. He was always open. You know what I mean?
You saw him snatch that ball out of the DB's hand?
Yeah, that was sick. He lost him.
Dude, anyone who was telling me that this is a tiny man, that he's not going to be a physical receiver is an idiot, okay? Tyreek Hill.
Mahomes balled out. All these stars balled out.
Dude, another baller, real quick. Talking about the Dolphins. Brandon Jones, 11 tackles, 6 solo tackles, pass deflection. Yeah, man. A strip sack. Right? Yeah. So it was a sack plus the forced fumble. This kid was everywhere. And I've been talking about Brandon Jones entering his year 3. I've been saying this kid's going to be a Pro Bowl snub. Okay? Because he's a Dolphin. He's going to ball hard enough that he should be recognized in most households, and they're gonna be like, dang, Brandon Jones didn't make the Pro Bowl? That's so weird. And I'm gonna say yes, because he's a Miami Dolphin. Brandon Jones is gonna ball. Okay. Javon Holland, all pro season.
I don't mean to get
but Brandon Jones, baller.
I didn't mean to get too into Dolphins here, but like while we're on the topic of Dolphins defensive players, who is that guy? Can we talk about the rookie? I think is it Kohu?
Kader Kohu? Darth Kader? Yeah. You mean the number 1 rated rookie in the NFL right now as an undrafted free agent?
He was all over the place. Dude. He was making plays all day.
Dude, I talked about that. I have, bro. I talked about this. Kader Kohu lockdown in training camp, bro. When Triple Williams went down, we stepped up a little bit, and Kader, undrafted free agent this year, he took a step up in his development and just hit the ground running. I talked about whoever started outside of Nick Needham and Xavier Howard at cornerback 2 was going to get that confidence, because they're like, wow, Sam Madison and Pat Surtain, Dolphins legends, are coaching us up. And Kader Kohu, Darth Kader, came to play. Limited snaps, but on every one of them, no passes allowed, forced fumble, pass deflections. He was physical, using his body. I think he earned his starting spot until Byron Jones comes back for the Dolphins. Like,
for the first time in the moment, to not
top-rated rookie as a UDFA?
A good game, but he like made good plays. You know what I mean? He
top-rated rookie
plays where you're like, wow, that's a good play. Who is that? Like, he passes deflected, tackles for loss, good hard form tackles. You know what I mean? He
Darth
was all
Kader.
over the place. Yeah, I like that, Darth Kader. I like that name. All right, we're gonna get dark.
Who's fallen?
Who's fallen? It's time to get dark.
It's sad boy season, baby.
There are a couple options here, and I'm a little torn. And this is not one that I think deserves a who's fallen. Okay, no, okay. I'll do both. If you bear with me here. First, who's fallen? This one's for real. The Cowboys, man. Not looking good in Dallas right now. First of all, I mean, it is week 1, so I do take that with a grain of salt. But first of all,
bro, it was looking shoddy.
They were not scoring points with Dak.
And now without.
They didn't score after Dak left. They were the only team in the NFL to not score a touchdown in week 1. Only team. And now Dak's out for an extended period of time. Yikes.
6 to 8 weeks.
Yikes.
Tough.
Bad start for Dallas.
Cooper Rush is going to be there. There's questions of whether they're going to trade for Teddy Bridgewater. We'll accept a first-round pick. It's okay.
Jimmy G?
I don't know if they make a Jimmy G play. That's more of like a longer-term play.
I'll get into that in a sec.
Oh, okay.
But keep going.
But yeah, the Cowboys looked screwed, bro. Like they were, like you said, that was a perfect way to put it. They couldn't score points with Dak, with Cooper Rush, with Teddy Bridgewater, with Jimmy G. Even if you want to go down that route, they're screwed, bro.
Jimmy G's pretty good.
Jimmy G's not good.
He was in the Super Bowl, bro.
What did he do in the Super Bowl? He lost. That was years ago, bro. What have you done for me lately? It's like 3-4 years ago, and then he's done nothing since then.
I know, but he's not bad. I mean, he's not great. I don't know. But the other fallen was like Trey Lance, but it wasn't for Trey Lance's fault. This is why
it's like a monsoon, right?
That's yeah. So first of all, terrible conditions. Like, I don't know if you saw that game.
No, I was. It was
like fun to watch. I didn't watch a lot of it, but I saw some highlights, and it was fun to see the highlights because of how bad it was. Like, we're talking puddles. Like, they would get tackled, and it would be a puddle.
Well,
like
Soldier Field is notoriously cruddy field, man. Like, it's terrible.
Yeah. So
dirt
terrible
patches.
Conditions for Trey Lance's first game. Elijah Mitchell goes down midway through the game, or however late it was. And he didn't play well. He didn't play that well. But I'll give him first break, bad conditions, bad field. I'll give him a little break on that. That being said, he's in a precarious position because if he doesn't play well, it's going to be so fast until people start talking. You know what I mean? They signed Jimmy G again, and they'll be like, why you having Trey Lance play when you got a perfectly good Jimmy G sitting right there?
Nah, you'll have guys like me saying, leave Jimmy G on the bench. You're good to go, bro.
I mean, I don't know. See, I think Trey Lance needs more of a chance. So I don't want to put the fallen on Trey Lance. I'm putting the fallen on Trey Lance because he's in a tough spot.
He's fallen a little. I know what you're saying, bro. He's not fallen.
It just sucks for him. Yeah, it just sucks for him.
But the slide has begun a tad. I get what you're saying. The opening has begun. The doubt is creeping in. He's a young QB.
It's going to move quickly.
For all, that was an upset, And I get you, man. It's a terrible field, It's like Soldier Field, South Plantation High School, it's right out there.
South Plant.
That's where I hurt my knee. So screw South Plant.
Right. South Plant was dirt. Yeah, there's a lot of dirt patches.
It's literally dirt. No, like Spencer's not insulting him. He's literally saying it's dirt. Like it's dirt. I don't know what to tell you.
Yes, like actual.
Yeah, it's just dirt.
Yes.
Shout out South Plant.
Shout out South Plant, though. Yeah. You go Paladins.
Hey, Alex Collins, famous alumni, bro.
I played against him in lacrosse.
There we go. Big ball.
Can you imagine? I think I guarded him at one point. Can you imagine?
Can you guys imagine 5'9" Spencer versus Alex Collins, running back for the Seattle Seahawks?
You ever seen that video of Zion in high school?
Yeah, with the little white kid.
The little white kid goes to guard him and tries to body him up, and Zion's like.
That was Spencer and Alex Collins with the lacrosse stick, bro.
Yes, that was definitely me. That's okay though. Everybody needs to feel like that.
You probably got him a D1 offer off that video alone. That's that rep.
Yeah, he didn't score, bro. He didn't score. A lockdown. Lockdown. Speaking of lockdown. Yeah. Peak. Oh, yeah,
This is a prime athletic specimen, bro.
Prime athletic specimen. We're going to talk some other prime athletic specimens. Fantasy. Not only was there a big week one, but it's a big week one in fantasy. We both had success. Who were you looking at last week that impressed you?
Dude, fantasy was a very freaking weird week. We'll stay with the little South Florida hero. Shout out American Heritage, Khalil Herbert of the Chicago Bears, man. There was talks that he seemed to fit the Bears running style a little bit better than David Montgomery, who I really do like as a runner. But Khalil, man, heritage guy, he as a rookie last year when Montgomery went down and Cohen was injured and Khalil Herbert had to step up, he filled the role quite well enough that they solidified him as the RB2, despite being a 6th-round pick, late round guy. He's been good. And he's been balling. He led the Bears in rushing yards this week, despite not having the most touches. This is a guy you got to watch out for. I would pick him up in fantasy if I own Montgomery for sure, because there's a chance he either supplants him in the running game. If I'm owning Montgomery, I might trade him away. I'm looking to trade him in my dynasty league. I don't like the fact that there's a younger running back there, hungrier. Another pickup. Well, not a pickup, but you got to get Darrell Henderson. If he's somehow available in your league, you got to make a move for him. Bada bing, bada bam. Khalil Herbert, if you have him, Spencer, that's a great running back guy to have. Okay, he's gonna get some work there.
This is bad for me, but two things. One, what the hell happened to Cam Akers? Why did he just not play football last week?
Yeah, we talked about it on the show. More news came out. They have him rated at like their third, fourth running back. They say he's got to be more efficient with his touches. He's got to be better with it. He had like he had 3 carries. I don't know how much more efficient he could be like with that many carries.
He's just bad now?
No, we talked about it on the last show. Like, don't sell him unless you get a crazy high offer somehow, but you're getting bare minimum value right now. Pick up Darrell Henderson if you somehow can, because it seems to be like this guy's going to get some value in this offense.
I do have David Montgomery though in one league. Oh, it's very bad.
I trade him away, bro. Khalil Herbert.
David Montgomery is my RB1.
Dude, so do you remember Herbert? Like Khalil's an R grade. He was Sony's back.
I know Khalil. Yeah.
He had that weird career at Kansas, where they went 0-12. It kind of derailed him. He graduate transfer to Virginia Tech, and he has 1,000 yards with them, and that helps him get to the NFL. And he's looked nice, bro. I think
maybe I need to pick him up.
That's what if you own Montgomery, I would definitely pick him up because that's a guy who you can clearly see he can be a very valuable handcuff.
I'm sure somebody has him, right?
In our league?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Tell me your fantasy thoughts while I search him up.
Yes. While I do that, fantasy thoughts that I'm also sad about. While fantasy was pretty good for me this week.
Akshat has him.
I was very high.
Akshat has Khalil because he knows Khalil.
Damn it. Don't you hate that? When you get screwed by the people who do that. Anyways.
He's boys with them. You got to ride. Shout out Akshat.
I do respect that. But yeah, Elijah Mitchell. I was pretty high on Elijah Mitchell this year. And that's another one. That's just tough. I think he was going to have a good role in that offense. He was going to get consistent touches, make consistent plays, and now he's out for what? 6 weeks, was it? 8 weeks? That's a long time. That's a long time.
It sucks, bro. People are talking about getting Jeff Wilson.
He's the only other guy on the 49ers now.
Davion Price, baby. Third-round pick out of LSU.
Jeff Wilson's going to get a lot of work.
Nah, Davion Price. I'm probably getting this guy's name totally wrong, but he is on my dynasty football team. What a baller. What a beast. In 15 seconds or less, I'll have your name. It's Tyron Davis Price.
Tyron Davis Price. Not even close.
Yes. TD Price. You're the guy. TD Price, an absolute legend, third-round pick. There is this other running back who's undrafted free agent who also is getting some work. I would take a dart at them if you don't have a high priority and you're not going to get Wilson. I'm not too impressed with Jeff Wilson anyways. So I would
wait to pick somebody up. Don't you got to wait?
Ty Davis
is going to be Ty Davis Price,
Tyron Davis Price, or Jordan Mason is an undrafted free agent. So Tyron Davis Price was declared inactive on game day. That could be because he does not play special teams. Jordan Mason did have a fine preseason, and he does play special teams, so he was activated. It almost exactly looks like the situation last year where Trey Sermon, that week 1, the running back goes down, and he's declared inactive because he doesn't play special teams, despite being a third-rounder. Elijah Mitchell, 6th-rounder, is activated. He gets some reps in. So now it's unclear whether Jordan Mason is going to get the work, whether Tyron Davis Price is going to get the work. I got to get this kid's name down.
Yeah.
Or whether Jeff Wilson get the work. But I'm not impressed in Jeff as to be a season back. And if Mitchell is out for this many weeks.
He's still good, though. He's still good.
He's got his own injury concerns.
I don't know if he'll be good fantasy-wise. I don't know if he'll be good fantasy-wise, at least not to trust on a weekly basis.
Well, he's probably the number 1 pick on the waiver wire right now, though. That's what's crazy. It's not a good waiver wire.
So this is why this show exists, Fernando, because he is probably the number 1 pick on the waiver
wire.
And
that's why I'm saying that Tyron Davis Price and Jordan Mason, if you've got if you won like we did, and you're not going to get anyone good because you're going to have the 10th, 8th slot, 12th spot in your waivers, you might as well throw a stab at a guy like Jordan Mason. Cut your kicker, pick up this kid, and then see what Shanahan says on Saturday.
Look at the Fumblebrewski. We're really serving our purpose here. That's a good take. Yeah, Fumblebrewski takes here. Speaking of takes, no, we're not going to get in there yet. We're going to talk a little more fantasy.
Yeah, dude. That's my number 1 fantasy advice in any league ever. We literally eliminated kickers because of what I'm about to say. If you own a kicker between Monday and Saturday, you're an idiot. Cut your kicker. pick up a player, any player on the waiver wire.
I disagree.
Get this guy. Unless you have Justin Tucker or a kicker on an elite offense, cut your kicker. You can stream your kicker. They don't matter. Pick up a guy, take a shot on the waiver wire, and then try to make some trades. Try to pick up a handcuff. Try to do something fancy. And then on Sunday morning, when you need your kicker back, you cut the guy the last guy on your roster who doesn't make sense, and you just pick up a kicker, and you're good to go.
Okay, hear me out though. Why?
Why not? How much value does your kicker provide week to week? 7 to 14 points, depending on which one you could stream.
This seems like that, like a fourth down scenario, right? That coach is all like, do I use the analytics? Do I go with my gut? What are we doing here? You might be right. Technically, if I was to keep dropping my kicker and picking up a new kicker every week and then replacing the last man on my roster every week, there may be a chance that I get somebody that is good. There may be a chance, and I will not deny that. That being said, the cost-benefit analysis here, to me, is not worth it.
Chances are you're picking up your same kicker.
Consistency of my kicker. No, the chances are not you're picking up your kicker. If somebody else is streaming kickers,
who else is taking this strategy? Because apparently I've been doing this. Because
you shouldn't. Exactly.
So that's what I'm saying. So you've got to take the advantage.
Circles, bro.
It's like you're the guy who's streaming QBs, bro. If you're confident to stream QBs, how can you not be confident enough to stream kickers?
It's not about the confidence. It's not about the
I don't even draft kickers in most leagues. In most leagues, I don't even walk out of the draft with the kicker. I don't have a kicker until game day.
You're just going in circles, though. You draft.
I have leagues where I have one, and I don't even have a kicker yet because I just use that extra roster space, and I just haven't.
For what, though? See, this is what I'm saying.
I already have Tyron Davis-Price in a 12-man league. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm already ahead of the game, brother.
You drop your kicker, you pick up somebody, then you drop that somebody, and you pick up your kicker. Then you drop your kicker, and you pick up the next bottom of the barrel roster guy. Then you drop him again.
In-season roster management moves is how fantasy football is won. That activity on the waiver wire is how you will get victory.
There are other forms of in-season management, bro, that are like more worth your time and effort. I might be a lazy sack of shit. That just might be me.
That's what I'm thinking, bro. That's the difference between the Nando Bando's elite football fantasy team.
My kicker did just fine.
I couldn't tell you, bro. Out of my 5 leagues, I only have 2 kickers, and I won 4 of them.
That's why my team did better than you this week.
But I won 4. That's what I'm saying. You did better than me. Who cares? I've won the league. So did you.
You're right. A win's a win, totally. That's a bad argument. A win's a win. I'm with you. But that doesn't prove
no better feeling than beating your opponent and you go, and I didn't even have a kicker. You know what's the best part? Most kickers that play on Sunday night, like 8:20, you know how many leagues I picked up Ryan Suckup in? Like
Ryan Suckup is a good streamer, though.
That's what I'm saying.
Picked up Suckup a ton of times.
And he was available and he played at 8:20 p.m. on a Sunday. You could just look at your league and be like, looks like I need some kicker firepower in this league.
Pick him up.
That's what I'm saying.
He was also my go-to streamer.
You're good to go, bro. Anyways, kickers are a dime a dozen.
Anyways, keep your kicker. Don't listen to Fernando. Have fun playing fantasy football. Speaking of fun, at least I had some fun in a segment that involved picking games. I got 2 points on the board in Primetime Pick'em.
I got 1.
0.
Oh, yeah, I got 0. I suck.
Points. 2-0 for Spencer. That is a good start. Just to review, we picked 4 games, the 3 primetime games, and what we thought was our game of the week. This past week, it was the Raiders versus the Chargers. My points came. I picked the Chargers to win. Fernando picked the Raiders. And then I picked the Bucs to win. Fernando picked the Cowboys. Fernando, take a deep breath. I'm about to give the mic to you. I want you to talk about what you saw last night.
I played my picks with hate, and with hate, you live by the hate. I should have died by the hate. I knew Well, I thought that the Cowboys would win. They suck. Okay. I thought the Raiders would win. They suck too. I knew that Russell Wilson was going to start slow. I called it. Mostly out of hate. I said that Geno Smith was going to play better with him. I even tweeted it, doubled down on it, said Geno Smith is about to outplay Russell Wilson.
You did.
And then it happened. And say what you want about the stats. Geno Smith had a higher QB rating or higher QBR, whatever you want to look at. Geno Smith won the game. Geno Smith won the game with the same team that Russell Wilson said, I cannot win with this team. Trade me.
The worst team.
It's worse now that Russell Wilson left because they traded away more pieces. They said, we don't want this stuff. And what did Geno Smith do? He won with that team 17-16 in Seattle, a fan base that booed Russell Wilson, just like I boo him because he is a fool.
Why?
He has to be traded away. I can't win with this team. I need a better team. I'm going to go to Denver. For what? To lose?
You're telling me you're going to get mad at any person that's ever left a team?
He threw a little tantrum, bro.
He was not that bad.
The Seattle team is fine, bro.
He did so much for them, though. You know what I mean? Why are they booing him?
He could have just stayed with them, bro. He could have just stayed and kept winning with them. Geno Smith just won a dub with them, man. The Broncos are going to finish 4th in the AFC West. We talked about it. 4th in the AFC West. That was another fallen of mine. They're going down, bro. They're going down. Like you're talking to a kid who went 0-for-4 on his primetime pick'em, so I don't really know anything. But at the end of the day, I definitely believe that Russell Wilson and the Broncos are going 4th because they have the most to improve and gel as an offense, as a team. You heard it from the announcers. You're hearing it from me. They still got to work. Courtland Sutton and Jerry Jeudy did not have that connection with Russ that Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf have. Geno Smith looked fine operating that offense. It's crazy.
He didn't look great.
Yeah, I played Russell Wilson.
Yeah,
best quarterback in the NFL.
Though. It was like a pretty poor game all around. I wouldn't say there was too much high quality football going on in that football game last night. But he did play better than Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson did suck. I said I was wrong. I thought he was going to come out
taking them, bro.
I know. And see, Fernando, you should have stuck with your gut. You go shit on Russell Wilson, then you pick him to win. And if you didn't, Geno would have delivered you. At one point, we would have been tied in primetime pickup.
It made me hate Russ even more, bro. The one time I lean with Russell Wilson, and he screws me over, bro.
You're right, though. I think they are going to be 4th. It just seems like, yes, you're right. They're just a little too far behind the 8 ball compared to the rest of their division. And you know what? Chargers looked fantastic against the Raiders. Justin Herbert looked great. Their offense looked great. Their defense looked great. And the Raiders didn't play fantastic. But
looked a little slow, right?
Derek Carr is not going to throw 3 picks every game. Devontae Adams looked like Devontae Adams. He made some sick plays. They clearly have that connection. He got a lot of targets and a lot of catches, and Derek Carr is going to be better. Definitely a slow start, but I don't think that's a real indication of like major problems there.
No, they're still going to finish third.
Denver is a little behind the 8 ball. They've got some catching up to do.
It was nice to see that Devontae Adams is still that guy and that he wasn't just like an Aaron Rodgers product,
Just like Tyreek Hill. Yeah. Still that guy, both of them.
It was fun to see, bro.
Not fun to see. Baker, he let us down. Week 1, Week 1 and anomaly. We're talking about the anomalies all through week 1.
Are we going to talk about this Chargers-Chiefs game?
Oh, you're right. I totally forgot about the Chargers-Chiefs game.
I know. We were talking so much about the AFC West, we almost lost it. You know what I'm saying?
You're right. Good catch. Thank you for
No worries, bro.
I just got to get further ahead in this primetime pick'em here.
Chargers-Chiefs.
Chargers-Chiefs. It's going to be – that's an exciting game. For the second week of the season, Thursday night. Go NFL, making a good Thursday night football game. Remember when all the Thursday night games were like Jets versus Jags? Like pretty much every Thursday was Jets versus Jags.
It was not pretty, bro. Thursday football used to have this bad rep for being ugly football. I'm personally not a fan too much of Thursday football. I think that they should move a little back just because of injuries and whatnot. There's literally signs that there's more injuries on Thursday just because they have less time to rest. I'm thinking about that Saints game a couple of years back when they had like 10 players go down. Give us some Saturday football. Talking as a guy who doesn't have much invested in college football.
What about
But anyways,
Friday football? Because college is
there's a
Saturday.
law that says that there cannot be football on Fridays in the NFL
With high
due to
school?
high school football. And it's
Yeah.
insanity that high school
Friday
football
Night
holds on the
Lights.
sway.
Friday Night Lights are a big deal.
It's a big deal for Texas.
Yeah, if you're in Texas, Friday Night Lights are a thing though.
No, that's valid though, man. Like that Friday night, that Friday football, Saturday football, like for high school. Like I told you, like I watched a St. Thomas like football game versus St. John. Like they were playing a New Jersey team. Like that was amazing football. I would rather watch that over Nebraska Northwestern.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe that's because you have interest in St. Thomas, because about St. Thomas. But yes, high school football definitely Friday night in those places where your high school football is big. Yeah, you don't want to compete with the NFL there. That's just a weird mix. How do you think this is going to go down? This is going to be what I assume has to be a high scoring game.
Bet the over.
Yeah, bet whatever it is. It's probably going to be like 85.
You're a loser if you bet the under on this. This is going to be a fun game.
Yeah, it should be exciting. You got two high-powered offenses, two very good
Chargers look good. They made me eat my words, bro.
Both started strong. Yeah, it's going to be fun. How do you see this one playing out?
Like I said, bet the over. I think this is going to be a very high-scoring game. I already went against the Chargers once, but I am going to ride with the Chiefs yet again, man. I've got to go with Patty Mahomes. He looked too nice to just bet against him. I thought the Raiders could hang with the Chargers. Their defense looked nasty. Their offense is firing on all cylinders. Their run game wasn't totally there, but Justin Herbie fully loaded right now, and the kid is going off. As painful as that is to say with a straight face, Justin Herbert is doing good. Got to give this kid his flowers.
He's been great.
He's ready to ball. He's ready to ball this season and hang himself. There's that talk of, is Herbert truly elite? And, I'm one of those naysayers sometimes, kind of half jokingly.
Me too. I don't know why,
but because of his penchant for failing in the big moment, and there seemed to be some time when Herbert was going to choke that Raiders game, but they hung tough. So it's fine because the Chargers team as a whole is a much better team. Their defense is finally okay with him sometimes slacking in the fourth quarter or in the big lights, and it's fine because they can hold up. Bosa and Mack are so nice. Derwin and J.C. Jackson are crazy in the secondary. But that being said,
the team looks good.
That being said, this is a big game moment, and until I see Justin Herbert hanging that prime time, especially with a Super Bowl champion quality division rival, I think the Chiefs just have it a little tight. It's just another time for Patrick Mahomes to continue to cement this case that he and the Chiefs organization are fine with that Tyreek Hill, and they're going to put a big statement game on prime time on Thursday. They're going to hang with the offense, and I think it's going to be high-powered, I think it's going to be a nice little 38-35 action. Cool. We're going to see a very high-scoring game, but the Chiefs are going to end late, man.
I'll tell you what. I hate to give a disappointing argument here, but I was very similar to your score prediction. So just for the record, yes, we pick our scores separately. This is a competition that Fernando and I are going to have throughout the season. So we don't tell each other our picks. We pick them separately, write them down. We write down our predicted scores. I had Chiefs beating the Chargers 35-31. Pretty similar. Because you're right. And, it's weird. Justin Herbert's weird to me because I know he's good. He's giving me no reason not to believe that he's a guy and that he's, very good. But for, some reason, I don't know if it's doubt or it's, what it is. But maybe I haven't seen that, winner quality. You know what I mean?
That it factor.
Joe Burrow and Mahomes have that, Josh Allen has it, right? I'm going to win, right?
Oh, yeah.
Whatever it takes, it'll happen. You know what I mean? That's just what happens. And I guess I haven't seen that in Herbert yet. And yeah, that's probably why I'm picking the Chiefs. They looked great. Both teams look great. I can't fault either of them for pretty much anything. They both look great. Hopefully it lives up to the hype, and it is a fun game because those games are always turned out to be very enjoyable to watch, especially when you see two guys just battle it out like that. But yeah, I think Mahomes takes it again.
I really hope it's a good game, man.
That's going to be tough in the primetime pick'em, technically.
I hope it's a good game, man. Because if not, it's a game where to waste such a good game on a Thursday, if it's sloppy, if it's slow, it's going to make me think dang, if this was a Sunday night football game, this would be epic.
Epic, yeah. Sunday
But
night prime
Thursday,
time,
there's that chance
You're
where
right.
it's not slop. There's a little sloppier, especially after that sloppy week 1. I really want to hope that on a short week, all the guys are ready to go because this is a good game, man.
Sunday night game. This is a great Sunday night game. What's the Sunday night game?
It better be epic. Okay, I think you're about to. I'll check it right now.
What is the Sunday night game?
I'll check right now.
Week 2. I got you right here.
Ooh, computer man, intern.
Yeah, intern. There you are. Be faster, intern.
Remington.
Oh, what's going on? My computer.
Wow, Spencer.
Here we are, week 2. We finally did it. It's the Vikings versus the Eagles. No, it's the Titans versus the Bills. No, I lied. It's the Bears versus the Packers.
Spencer.
That's what it is.
All those games are terrible. Honestly, all those games are terrible. But the Packers-Bears at least has some fun to it. It's the Packers-Bears.
No, not they all suck. All the games are bad because the Bills are way better than the Titans. Yeah, I guess Packers-Bears. I don't know. The Packers look like dog poop. I don't know. They look terrible. Yeah, what was that about? I mean, the Packers always suck in week 1, but they did not look good against
Christian Watson's drop was disgusting.
And Vikings-Eagles, Vikings look good, but still. Yeah, Chargers Chiefs way better game. Hopefully, either way, I'll enjoy watching it on Thursday night. That'll be a nice, fun thing to do. And I think the Chiefs are going to win. Now to get to the sad part of today's episode. Yeah, shed a tear. Pour one out.
So sad.
Rough start to House on the House. And we almost had it. Baker started out, it was ugly in the beginning. And I'm like, what, we lost. And then they crawled back. They came all the way back.
So close.
They had a chance to do a game-winning touchdown, and we would have won our bet no problem. Kicked a field goal, we would have tied the bet. We were up 1, going to push the bet. It would have been a fresh start into week 2. And then they blew it.
The Panthers pulled the Cleveland Browns and lost to the Cleveland Browns. Jacoby Brissett is 1-0. What is happening? It was honestly such
he bombed it. It was like a deep kick, and it was all the way through the uprights.
Dude, it is honestly a sad day when the Cleveland Browns start 1-0. Jacoby Brissett is 1-0, and the Fumblebrewski is 0-1. Yeah. But we will chalk it up to a weird NFL week 1. A lot of our calls were going to be off. Sans the AFC East bets that we tend to stay away from because sometimes people think we're homers and we talk ourselves out of it. We should have rode the Dolphins
or the Dolphins.
What
about Joe Flacco, bro? You were like Joe Flacco. I'm scared of him.
Hey man, you said not to ride the Dolphins. But I was gonna pull the gentleman. Fuck you, Spencer. Honestly, I was gonna say, we should each take an L on the chin. That I said that no because to the Jets because no to the Ravens because of. And then I was gonna say, and then Spencer said no to the Dolphins. And look at Spencer. This mother fricker.
I didn't even like that. I didn't even
comes at me, bro.
I didn't throw you under the bus like that. I didn't even throw you under the bus. You're right because I did the same thing.
Attention! Now looking for a new co-host on the Fumblebrewski.
No. Truce here. Not how I meant it. You're right. That was bad on both of us. Should have bet the Dolphins. I knew they were going to win too.
I did bring up the Panthers though, so that is on me, guys. If whoever lost money, you can lightly tap me in the thigh, not in the nuts.
It's okay. On the Fumblebrewski, it's a good thing we lose the first week and then we just go on from there. It's better to go instead of going 3 or 4 weeks, build up a false sense of hope and then have it crushed. No, let's just start strong. We feel more pressure now. We're good under pressure. And we're gonna build this freaking house, and it's gonna be huge.
Oh, it's gonna be amazing. If we were destined to go 17-1, I would rather lose week 1 rather than lose in week 18 and lose the entire house. If I lose it all, I want to survive the fall, and we're ready to go, bro. So we're good to rock. It was a paltry
17 season. Here we come. Let's
17-1. The fun has begun.
Yeah, 17-1, not 1-17. Please ignore that. Rewind. 17-1 season. Here we go. Hey, I'm sorry to tell you guys, we are not going. If we go 1-17, the house will not exist for that long due to
my house won't exist if we go 1-17, man.
Yes.
So
literally. I gotta pay rent. So
That's what I'm
that's
saying, my boy. You live in New York, you're screwed.
What will happen is a win next week. Join us on our Saturday episode to see who we pick in week 2. Ride with us, help us grow the house. Tweet at us at Fumblebrewski with who you think we should pick. We might talk about it on the show. Clearly, we could use your help.
Clearly.
But with that, enjoy week 2. Have fun on this Thursday night game. Enjoy it. Watch some good football. Thanks for tuning in. Good luck in fantasy.
Scoop those waivers and enjoy your Thursday night football game.
Your kickers.
Keep your kickers on the waiver wire and scoop up more players. Bada beam, bada bam. Thank you for tuning into the Fumblebrewski.
I like that. That was an energetic sign off. I like that.
Let's go.